What's up, guys? This week we're going to talk about learning logistics, why we start with goals, and your overall why you wanted to do this program. So, in other words, the goal today is to figure out how to train with purpose, not just intensity. This is where we want to be very conscious and thoughtful athletes. We don't want to just be somebody who goes in with a lot of intensity, winds up hurting ourselves. So, where we're going to start is we want to think about how we're going to do this logistically so that we can be focused at each workout, getting the true intent out of the workout that we're going after. One is identifying that this program has been put together for the general mass, intermediate, advanced former athlete. This is not specifically for you. So I want you to think about what you want to get out of it as much as possible so that you can actually achieve something at the end of the 12 weeks that feels sustainable and purposeful. That's why we're going to start with what we call lead and lag goals. What we like to do as coaches at Comeback is we like to ask the client what they're trying to get accomplished. This is what we call the lag goal. A lag goal is really something that is out of our control that we want to see happen. For instance, I want to have $100,000 in my bank account. I can't just make that happen. I have to actually have other things that assist in getting to that goal. And for instance, for you, it might be that I want to PR my back squat by 25 pounds in the next 12 weeks, or I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 12 weeks. That's a great goal. That's an awesome goal. That's what we call a lag goal. And it has a great purpose behind it. And I'd also encourage you to figure out why it matters to you. Because at some point, this is going to be a difficult journey to try to achieve that lag goal. There's going to be moments where it doesn't feel like it's worth getting back into the workouts. You get out of routine. Your kids wake you up in the middle of the night. You're not sleeping well. There's high stress at work. So how do you want to attack the workout, be focused throughout each day, and really get after it is determined by your lead goals. So you have a lag goal, which is our overarching what we want to see accomplished. And then we have lead goals, which are going to assist to that goal. So for instance, let's go back to our lose 10 pounds. Losing 10 pounds goal is a great one. How am I going to get there? Well, I can control walking 10,000 steps each day. That's going to be one of my lead goals. The other one is I'm going to hit 150 grams of protein every day. And I'm going to actually get out my chronometer on my phone and write that in. The last one might be that I'm going to go sleep 7 hours or more each night so that my nervous system's healed and I'm ready to be focused in my workouts. Those would be great lead goals that lead, hopefully, to the outcome of the lag goal. We want to be thoughtful in this, but we also want to be very intentional on how we track these things. So in the app, I would encourage you to leave really good notes on each workout. Make sure that you're knowing what weights you put in so you can progress from week to week, getting the most out of the program. Also, making sure that you're logging notes for yourself on how you felt. If you're starting to see trends from week to week, this workout really zaps me. My nervous system is feeling really beat. I didn't sleep well again last night. Leave those notes in there for you so that you can start tracking and being a very conscious athlete and not just one who's doing intensity all the time. So this Sunday, I would ask you to write down in the notes on this video in your Coach RX that you would write down the notes on what your lag goal is, why it's important to you so that you know that, and where you're going to focus your lead goals for that outcome. And I always like to say at least have two. Three's a little ambitious, but can be helpful. But two of your best goals that can make that lag goal an outcome. Oftentimes, I'll have people write out four and pick the top two that they think will provide the most likelihood of achieving that goal. So let's be conscious athletes. Let's get after the focus and intensity of why we're trying to get after this, and let's try to fight to get that edge back